morning, everybody. This is Black Hippie Chick, and today I am making candles. I've already started a batch of candles. You know, I always have candles burning in my house, so it gets really expensive if you're not making your own. So I decided I was going to start making my own candles, and I actually enjoy it quite a bit. The only thing you really need is some soy wax. I've got it melting in the crock pot here. It's already melted and ready to pour. Then you're going to need some of these. These are the wicks that are going to go inside the bottom. And this is the adhesive that goes on the bottom of the wick. So it sticks to the glass and it sticks to the bottom of the wick. So to make candles, all you do is you pour your soy wax into a crock pot, put it on low. This has been on for probably overnight. And whatever scents, fragrances you want to put in there. Today I'm using gardenia. I'm using lavender, and I'm using Forester, which is very, very nice scent. So basically you just take these little two-sided sticky tabs, you pull the top off. It's like a band-aid. You just peel it off, and it's usually a lot easier than this, but I'm always shaking. My hands are shaking all the time. Yeah, if that looked hard, that's probably the hardest. You just stick the wick, depending on the length of your bottle. I've got the small wick because this is going to be a small candle. You stick your wick on the bottom of that, just like so, and it just pulls right off. And so then you take your bottle, like your glass bottle, and you stick this down in the middle, just like that. Now, to make sure that it's nice and firm, I take the stick that you use and I just basically press it down on the middle part of the wick. Now this stick right here is what you use to stand up the wick in the jar, and it goes across like this, and then this sits up just like that, and that's how your wick stays stable. Now these wicks, you can buy them in different sizes depending on the size of your candle. This is a small one because these are small jars. But if you buy the longer one, you're just going to have to cut it down. But they do sell them in sizes to match the size of your candle jar. So there is that. So next, I'm just going to go ahead and pour the candle wax in here. It's already scented. So I'm just going to take a cup or something. Get your melted wax. Pour it. Now, you don't have to put the stick in there before you pour the wax. In fact, you probably shouldn't. So, hold on a second. Let me do this. So, then you have your candle, and you don't want to fill it all the way to the top because it's not very safe to do that. So you want to, and then you just set the candle over here. You set this wick inside that so it continues to stand up, because the hot wax will loosen up the wick and then it'll fall into the wax, and you don't want that. That's what this is for, to help it stay. And then you just put it aside. Now, hold on, I'm going to show you some that I already made. These are some candles that I already made this morning. So I'm just going to make a whole lot of them because I keep candles burning in the house all the time. And this is just such an easy and relaxing thing. And it's something that's pretty kid-friendly. But if you're going to be using hot wax, make sure that you supervise any children that you're doing this with. But it's a really nice craft project, and it can give them something that they can actually make with their own hands, and something that they can use, something they can give as gifts, something they can sell. You know, there's just no end. Everybody loves candles. So, I don't know anybody that doesn't like candles. And these are no burn, these don't smoke. This is soy wax, 100% soy wax. So it doesn't smoke, it doesn't have any soot, it doesn't get black or anything like that. So it's a really nice set. And the whole entire set, if you want to buy a starter kit to start making candles, you can probably get something like that on Amazon for $20, maybe a good candle making set. The first one I got, I paid like $40 for it, and it made a lot of candles. And I got so deep into it that I just started making candles and just looking for the easiest way. This is actually the easiest the easiest process for me. When you do a candle making kit, they're going to give you a lot of metal spacers that are just, they're just hard to work with. And they're never, if you like a wide mouth candle, a lot of times those don't work. So I know you were scared, darling, heart inside. Darling, so am I. Baby, I was born tired, getting more tired as time passes me by. I need more fire, way more fire. So pass that thing my way. I love Jhené Aiko. That girl been here before. It's been a long day, long night, long time fighting. And it just helps us still. And so we go over here with our juice.
Look at how far you have come. Look at how bad you are going.
Look at who you have become.
Baby, you gotta keep going. Oh, let's try really hard. Try your teary eyes. I know you are scarred. Torn apart inside, 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 inside. But so am I. So am I. Baby, I was born tired.
Getting more tired as time passes me by. I'ma need more fire.
Way, way more fire. So fast that
Bang my way.
I'm
Tired, but I'm fired up. Tired, but I'm fired up.
tired, but
I love that
tired, but I'm fired
girl. Now, if you got oily hands, those things are not going to work. So if you mess up one, just leave it alone and go to the next one. Because once you get it messed up, oily or whatever, it's not going to stick. And you don't want your wick floating around in there, because then it'll make your candles burn irregularly. So if you're just joining, I'm making candles today. This is my craft project for the day. I ran out of candles. And y'all, if y'all know me, y'all know I got candles burning in my house all the time. It's almost like my way of saying, it's my way of acknowledging God in my life. And also I burn a candle for my ancestors, my mom, my dad, my grandparents, my brothers and sisters who have gone on before me, who have been watching over me. And life is beautiful.
and there's not a
And
doubt.
life is beautiful for me because of the sacrifices somebody else made. So I make sure to honor people and honor those that I don't even know were praying for me.
Take some rain with my sunshine. Take some rain with my sunshine. Take some rain with my sunshine. Take it easy, simple like summertime. Take it easy. Take it easy, simple. Take it easy. Take it easy, simple like summertime.
Oh, and they smell so good. That gardenia with the lavender and the forester. It's a very nice smell. It's floral, but it's not sickening and sweet. Yeah, I'm getting to the bottom of this. And I'm just making as many as the wax will allow. The bottles, these jars I got on Amazon. I think it was like 24 bottles for like less than $30. And I love glass jars. You can use them for everything because I also make yogurt. And so this is a very perfect bottle to make when you're making yogurt. Let me just go ahead and pour this in here. I hate to waste.
We are all slaves of desire, controlled by the things we think that
There you go. Now that's it. Yeah, I don't have enough gas for. I have enough maybe for one more candle. That's okay, because you can always reuse the wax. If you don't use all the wax in one go, just turn off the crock pot. Make sure you do that. And if you're, like I said, if you're gonna be doing this with kids, make sure you supervise, because kids should not be handling hot wax without adult supervision. So if you're gonna do this, it's a great project to do with kids, but I wouldn't recommend it for kids that are like young, because it is hot wax after all. So it's not hot, but I've had it on like low simmer in the crock pot all night. Because when you get the soy wax, let me show you what it looks like. Hold on. Yeah. So this is what the wax actually looks like. It's like flakes. And I just put that in the crock pot, and it just melts. And if you want to use the scents, that's when you add your fragrances once it's melted. And then you place the wick in the center. Use your spacer to make sure that the wick stays in place, and just set it over here with the rest of it. Now these are $3 candles if you're going to sell them. Like for instance, this is how I price my candles. If it's a 4-ounce candle, it's $3. You know, if it's a 10-ounce candle, it's $9. So it's a nice little side hustle too, for if you want to just have a way to make some extra money. Now I've also ordered a soap making kit from Amazon that should be arriving today. And I'm looking forward to making the soap, because the same wax that you use to make candles, the soy wax, you can also use that to make soap. But I have to have different fragrances. I don't like to use color, but if you want to color your candles, I like white candles because they're purity. If you want to color your candle, the dye looks like this, and you can just dump this into the wax. I don't like colored candles because mine are more of a spiritual practice than they are just for looks, but there is a way you can add color to your candles if you like. That's just not my preference. So that's my candle making for the day. Let me show you guys how many I ended up with. Hold on. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I got 17 candles out of that. And so as you can see, if you want, and this is just for one crock pot full of wax. Now I got a 50 pound box of candle wax. Sorry about my thing. I got a 50 pound box of candle wax, more than I'll ever use, but the whole 50 pound box was less than $200. And again, you know how much candles cost, especially scented candles, and these are a lot. This is a nice thing to do, just to have a practice of things that you create with your own hands. So Candle Making 101, I love it. So you guys have a really great day. Enjoy your day. I gotta go to work. Signing out. God bless. Take care. Hi, Reg.